Okay, morning everyone, and welcome to Ian's RC Exploits. Bank holiday weekend in the UK. The weather's been atrocious, so I haven't been able to fly, so I got something a little bit different. So tune in, see what I'm doing. Obviously it's a big box. Roll the intro. Yeah, morning everyone. Something a little bit different this bank holiday weekend. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the E-flite 900mm S.E.5a. Now, I've had this box like this out of the outer box for about 2 weeks. I did have a peek inside because when it was delivered, obviously I needed to check to make sure that it was in good condition and nothing was damaged. The outer box had a couple of sort of like nasty dents to it, but I think it's pretty good. And you know what I'm going to do first is just quickly talk about a little bit of my history behind why I wanted this plane as soon as it was released. A few years back, Park Zone, I think it was Park Zone, did a beautiful SE5A, and it was always a plane that I sort of like thought, right, when I'm ready I'm going to get one of those. And it got discontinued. E-flite released this not too long ago, and I was blown away straight away, and had a little bit of a fight off Cheryl because I'm struggling for space, but with it only being just short of a 1 meter wingspan, I'm sure I can fit it in somewhere. So yeah, let's have a look what it says on the box. Beautiful box art. It's all smart technology. Let's spin the box around. So let's go quickly over the specs. So we're looking at the 900mm wingspan, and we're 715mm in length, which is 28.2 inches. The receiver is an AR631 Plus. So you know that's quite one of the new receivers out. Obviously I said about Safe Select. AS3X Plus, which I'm keen to try. It says a telemetry capable Spectrum AVM 45 amp smart light ESC. So basically, you know, if you use their batteries, which I don't, you'll get a full range of telemetry. It says it's a specially tuned brushless motor compatible with 3S and 4S batteries. I've already made the decision that I'm going to fly my SE5A on 3S. It says that it's very easy to put together, factory finished, pre-painted with a scaled trim scheme and scale details. Okay, so I've removed the outer box, and the first thing that is easily accessible is the landing gear. So obviously plastic, made to look like wood effect. I've seen quite a few reviews on this, and hopefully what I liked was the large wheels, because obviously at my flying field I always have problems with anything with small wheels taking off, but they look quite promising really if the grass is short. So yeah, very nice. You know, it looks like wood. So yeah, impressed with that. Okay, so I've removed some of the polystyrene packing and all the sellotape, and the first thing that we've got to me looks like basically all the hardware and the cabane struts and the wing struts. Again, you know, made to look like wood. A bind plug, some very small screws. This is something that I really like. When I watched Model Aviator do a review of this SE5A, the wing wires are elastic and they just hook into place, and it tells you what sequence to go through. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing those. And then we got the plastic landing gear covers, so you can screw to hold everything into place, and then the hardware for putting obviously everything together. The wing struts, which have got a really clever fixing system, where you know you can push them into place, and then if you need to take the top wing off, you can just push against the clip and they come straight out. And obviously there as well we've got the connecting rods to connect the double ailerons together. So yeah, basically that's just the hardware bag, and it's supposed to be very easy to put together, and you know it's not a massive parts count really. Okay, so that's the first thing out of the box. Obviously we talked about the landing gear. Okay, as always, a fantastic manual, just saying S.E.5a. You know, I've always liked E-flite and I've always liked their manuals. They're always very easy to follow. You know, if you need to set the transmitter up, it goes through a list of transmitters, and yeah, you know, they really are some of the best manuals out there. Okay, I'm not going to open it up because I'm just going to keep it in the packet. Okay, I'll take the landing gear out as well so we can have it on the table. Okay, so what's next? Let's have a look. Okay, so we got the vertical stabilizer. What I really like is you can see that it's got like stitching detail, quite a stiff, looks to me like just a foam hinge, so I will definitely be putting some foam tack on there. Very nice colour detail there. I think it's a sticker. Could, well, I can't tell really, could possibly be paint. And very clever, because obviously the S.E.5a I think had a skid, but this comes with a little tiny tail wheel that's fixed to the rudder. The horn is hard plastic, and obviously there we've got hard plastic where we're going to be screwing up to fix the vertical stabilizer and rudder into place. So yeah, very nice paint, looks very good. Okay, so next out of the box we've got the horizontal stabilizer, ailerons. Again, yeah, it looks like foam hinging. It's got a brace running through, very nice paint. Plastic there where the servo horn is joined, so it's reinforced, and obviously hard plastic where this is going to fit onto the fuselage. Very nice paint. Yeah, I think they're just foam hinges, so they're definitely going to get some foam tack treatment. Okay, so horizontal stabilizer, and then we've got the first wing. Obviously I can't tell whether this is the top or the bottom wing. Right, this is the bottom wing, so again, yeah, foam hinges. Doesn't look like there's any other type of hinge in there. Very nice paint, very nice. I think it comes with metal geared servos all around, and I like the way that it's all covered and all blanked. And we've got I don't know whether they're water slide decals or they could even be painted, I'm not sure, but they're very nice. Just looking to see if my foam hinges are intact, which they are. And we've got where the struts fix between the lower and upper wing, it's all reinforced with hard plastic, the same hard plastic points for the wing wise as well. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Okay, so next out we've got the top wing. So yeah, very, very, very nicely painted. These roundels are really, really fantastic. Really, really well done. And I think they are water slide decals. Foam hinges again. And obviously just reinforced plastic where the cabane struts fit and the wing struts as well. So I like the way it's okay, so first bit of damage, we've got one of the tabs broken. Okay, and the last piece is the fuselage, so let's get it out. Okay, so you can see the propeller's already fitted, and there's the outrunner motor. Yeah, got a little bit of dents, a little bit of dent damage. Nice scale detail, a little bit of detail in the cockpit. Obviously silk scarf as well, windscreen, exhausts, and oh, okay, so the engine or the motor is just foam there, but the exhaust is hard plastic. Now I'm not sure. Okay, so it's magnetised, just pulls off. So there's a bit of detail in the battery hatch. I can see there that the machine gun is just placed inside. A little bit of fact about the S.E.5a. It was the first fighter plane to actually come as standard with two machine guns. So we had the one machine gun fitted just by the pilot, which was synchronized to shoot through the propeller arc, and then we had the Lewis gun then, which fitted up onto the top wing. There's the AR631 plus receiver, nicely fitted into place. And then the servos for the rudder and elevator. Okay, so obviously once the wings are fitted on, you're not going to be able to get to the receiver, but what they've cleverly done is fitted a bind port just in top of the battery bay, so you know you don't have to worry about pressing the button on the receiver. You can just put a bind plug in, so that's a nice touch. It is very, very nice. I love all the stitch detail. But yeah, nice pilot figure, very nice. Radiator detail as well. There was a couple of versions of the engine on the S.E.5a, but I know they used towards the end, I think it was a Wolseley made engine which produced 200 brake horsepower. So for that time it was quite a powerful fighter plane. I think it was capable of over 130 mile an hour top speed. So, you know, it was getting there, and it has been called, after the First World War, you know, from modern times, the Spitfire of the First World War. So, very, very nice fighter plane. There you go then, just a quick unboxing of the E-flite 900mm S.E.5a. I always wondered what the SE stood for, and just looking a few facts up, it actually stands for Scout Experimental. So obviously it was classed as a scout plane, so that's where the name comes from. And the S.E.5a started service, I think, in 1917, and basically, you know, it helped for the Allies to win back air supremacy. So for myself, Cheryl, and the unboxing of the S.E.5a, see you soon. Bye.
Bye.